No boss, no 9 to 5, no rent to pay. So, how did ancient humans actually survive? The answer is stranger than you think, and it might make you question everything about the way we live today. For over 90% of human history, there were no jobs, no offices, no paychecks. Yet somehow people lived, ate, raised families, and passed on their knowledge for thousands of years, without a single one of them ever punching a clock. But don't mistake this for a life of laziness. Every person in the tribe had one job, and it was the most important job of all: stay alive today. Nothing more, nothing less. And here's the twist that surprises most people. Ancient humans actually worked less than we do. Some studies suggest hunter-gatherers spent as little as 3 to 5 hours a day getting food. The rest of their time spent resting, talking, telling stories, or simply doing nothing at all. There was no job title, no manager, no interview process. Instead, survival roles were based on what a person was naturally good at. The strongest hunted. The sharp-eyed watched for danger. The clever ones planned ahead, tracked the seasons, and remembered where food could be found. It was a system built entirely on trust, skill, and necessity. Not paperwork, not promotions. Now here's where things get intense. In small tribes, there was one unspoken rule that everyone understood without ever saying it out loud. If you do not contribute, you do not eat. This was not cruelty. This was survival math. A tribe could not afford to carry someone who gave nothing back, because every single person's effort kept the whole group alive. So what happened when someone got lazy or refused to help? The consequences were harsh: shame, exclusion, and in extreme cases, being left behind entirely. There was no safety net, no welfare system, no one coming to save you if the tribe decided you were a burden. Your survival depended completely on your group, and your group's survival depended completely on you. This might sound harsh, but it created something powerful: real accountability. Everyone knew that their actions directly affected the people around them. There was no hiding behind a screen or a job title. If you slacked off, everyone saw it immediately. Now, you might be wondering, if nobody had jobs and nobody earned money, how did people get things they didn't make themselves? The answer is simple. They didn't buy anything. They shared. Meat from a hunt was split among everyone. Tools were passed from hand to hand. This was not generosity for its own sake. It was survival strategy. Sharing today meant someone would share with you tomorrow. For thousands of years, this system worked perfectly, because everyone knew everyone. Tribes were small, sometimes only 20 or 30 people, and it was easy to remember who gave what and who owed who. But eventually, something changed. Tribes grew bigger, families expanded, groups merged, and suddenly, this simple, trust-based system started to break down. Once a group grew past a certain size, memory alone was no longer enough. Nobody could keep track of who had given what or who still owed a favor. This single problem, the problem of trust breaking down at scale, is what eventually forced humans to invent something entirely new: direct trade. Direct trade was simple. Your extra fish for my extra tools. My spare furs for your spare grain. It required no memory, no trust built over years, just an immediate, fair exchange between two people in that exact moment. It solved the problem of growing tribes, but it created a brand new limitation. The limitation was this: trade only worked if both people wanted what the other person had. If you have fish but needed furs, and the only person with furs wanted tools instead of fish, the trade simply could not happen. This tiny, frustrating problem is the exact seed that would one day grow into everything we now call money and the modern economy. So the next time you complain about going to work, remember this: our ancestors did not have jobs either, but they had something arguably harder: survival with zero guarantees. No job security, no safety net, no fallback plan. Just trust, contribution, and the sheer will to keep going, day after day, for thousands and thousands of years.